All right, here we go. Salute to Knicks Nation on this Wednesday evening. Another edition of KFTV's postgame live presented by Underdog Fantasy. CP The Fanchise, Trataros, JD Sportstalk in the building. Stephon Marbury on the way. It wasn't pretty, but it was gritty. And on a night when the Knicks lost their guy, Jalen Brunson, in the first quarter, he would evoke the spirit of the captain in Willis. On the anniversary of the 1970 championship team, Jalen Brunson comes back in the second half to put on a Broadway show in front of the MSG audience. And on a night when the MVP was named, it was the most clutch player in the NBA right now. Missed the fourth quarter to take his team home and take a 2-0 lead on the series, man. 130 to 121. The Knicks bounce back. The Cardiac Kids, they never say quits. The New York Grits to put on another one, man. 130 to 121. Let's get it going. Taking it to Indiana, man. Call us up 657-383-1509, or you can hit us up on the KFTV Discord, man. Let's go. Unbelievable, fellas. Unbelievable, man. Just when you felt like you couldn't be more proud of this team for the way that they fight, for the heart, for the grit that they show, they take it up another notch. I said it after game 2 of the Philly series when DiVincenzo's 3 went in. I said, championship be damned. This team, this franchise just gives you moments that no other team in this league can give you. That is why we are the greatest fan base in sports. That is why we rock with this team time in and time out. This game starts in the first quarter on the heels of losing Mitchell Robinson to injury for the rest of the season. The whole garden is silent after you lose Jalen Brunson in the first quarter, not to even return for the entire first half. Knicks go out in 11-point lead. Pacers quickly evaporate that lead within a minute. And then you're like, okay, now it's time to panic. Now it's time to concern. Where is Brunson? But as soon, JD, you were on at halftime. We were all together at halftime. I said, look, if you don't come back in the second half, it's a problem. When we heard he came back when he was out there warming up, I said, okay, we're about to win this game. It was just that simple because these dudes do not quit, and Captain Clutch was not going to let these guys down, bro. 29 points, 5 assists, 20-plus in the second half. Another brilliant performance by Jalen Brunson with a right foot injury, man. Let's talk about it, man.
And what's the anniversary today, CP? Let them know.
The 1970 championship team. He evoked the spirit of Willis Reed, bro. You can't make it up. It is the unscripted nature of sports. That's what keeps me going on this platform, because you just never know on night in and night out what is going to happen. The story unfolds in front of your eyes, live and in living color, bro. On the eve, on the anniversary of the championship team in Willis Reed's heroics. Come on, man.
And the way it happened too, it was like smooth, because those type of moments, you know, it's timing is also adds to the anticipation, and it adds to the emotion. So you have him, you know, he's out the second quarter, and then he comes back literally at halftime for the warm-ups. And you know, I also heard that there were a lot of people that, you know, typically at halftime, that's the moment that everyone goes, they use the bathroom, they go to the concession stand. They said like a lot of people stayed in their seats. That's how much concern and anticipation there was for anyone to know anything. People were on their phones. You know, I'm doing the play-by-play, and I'm missing plays because I'm refreshing Twitter. I'm
Crazy.
trying to get the latest update on Jalen Brunson. He comes in, he warms up, he even tells the crowd to like take it easy. MVP chance, and he gives it a go for the second half. And what a great win by this team. I mean, guys, add this to the laundry list of another piece of adversity that the Knicks and Jalen Brunson have had to deal with. In terms of what happened with OG, what happened with Jalen himself, and for them to continue to just figure out these ways to win at different points of the game. We've already seen games to last possession, they pull it out. We see games, they're down double digits, they come back and win. This game, sometimes when you get an injury like what happened with OG, when you get what happened with Jalen, you could even have a lead. It doesn't matter what the score is. Those are moments that sometimes just flat out derail a team. Your inspiration goes down, your energy goes down. And this team found a way to just keep it at bay so that when Jalen Brunson came back, he can, finish the game. And he showed you him being a star,
Yeah.
29 points in 32 minutes. I mean, you talk about a guy that was on pace again for another 40-point burger. He was on pace to have another
And missed two
amazing
quarters.
game. And missed 2 quarters and had 29 points on 11 of 18 shooting, bro. 3 of 6 from 3.
Unbelievable,
and
bro.
some of those shots when he came back were even tough shots because he didn't quite have that explosion. He didn't quite have that explosive aspect of his game. And he hits that fadeaway from the mid-range over Nemhard, like all over his grill. He hits that 3-point shot. It was unbelievable. And great team win. And now you're up 2-0, and you're going to continue to face adversity. But sometimes, CP, you get at a point where I know a lot of the concerns tonight is going to be about OG, but I'm at a point with this team where it seems like it just doesn't matter. Obviously, this may not be the most sustainable, but for right now, for this series, it may not matter. They'll figure out a way to win.
Wow, man.
Dude, fellas, I don't even know what to say at this point. I mean, we could talk about Brunson, we could talk about OG, we could talk about Donte, we could talk about anybody on this team and how they performed tonight. But I just want to take a step back and appreciate this Knicks team because they're playing how we New Yorkers want to see a sports team play. When you just think about hustle, grit, never letting down and always bouncing back, this is truly what fans live for, man. And this is honestly a privilege to watch a team like this because I don't know about you guys, but because of the Game of the Week previews, I get to, I follow a lot of content creators from different teams now, and going through the Sixers and now going through the Pacers and seeing other team content creators and just seeing their fan base and how they feel about the New York Knicks. You could tell when you have a good team because everybody's hating.
Oh,
And you made it to the top. You made it to the top when everybody's hating what you're doing.
Yeah.
And whether it's complaining about, how Jalen Brunson is able to attack or flopping and this stuff and all this other nature. We have a good team, and people, other fan bases are getting tired of watching a good team come from just starting to rise, man. Like a burning phoenix. And when you watch this Knicks team, I'm just proud. They represent the name on that chest through and through. It is truly gritty, hustle. Nothing will stand in my way. I will do whatever it takes to succeed. And that's why I love this team, man. That's why I love this. Like, the fact that Brunson goes down, that second quarter gets out of hand, fellas. Out of hand. The Pacers are up 10 points. They could have been up more. We didn't have our MVP. We didn't have our guy. It could have been easily out of hand, and it was still chaotic in that second quarter. Brunson comes back. You see Josh Hart talking to him. You see Donte talking to Brunson. They take responsibility saying, let our guy ease back in. Let's not put the pressure on him immediately. And what do you get? You get Donte going off. You get Josh Hart attacking the rim. Talk about a unit. Talk about togetherness.
Wow.
This team continues to fight, and I love everything about it. I just got to take a step back, man, because this team, any fan base, if they are dying to have teams like this. We've seen teams pack it up, call in a quits, and just don't have enough energy. They'll be down 10, 20 points, and they'll say, you know what? It's not it tonight. I'm packing it up. I'm going home. We'll get the next one. Not this team. Not unreal, this man. Team. And I love them for that.
Unbelievable, man. Salute to everybody in the chat once again. Hit that thumbs up button for you boys. Throw a number 2 in the chat to support these guys, man. 2-0 in the second round. And unbelievable. Ric Flair in the chat. My thoughts exactly. He says, I'm stunned, B. Stunned. I'm absolutely stunned. I don't know where this second win came from because like JD said, when he came out at second half, I'm like, is this just a test to see if he can give it a go? Is he going to come? I thought that first time out the Knicks took, he was about to come back out the game because he was laboring so badly. And all of a sudden, fourth quarter, turn me up. It's go time. TJ McConnell, bye-bye, hit the bench. Oh, Nebhard's in the game. This is food. Out of there. I could not believe it, bro. Where did it come from? This is what the superstar thing, this is what superstars do. Clutch, most clutch in the playoffs. Most points in the fourth quarter in the playoffs. Minutes be damned. That is excellence. That is clutch. That is killer instinct that the Pacers don't have. And this is why I told you on Monday night that they can wrap this up early if things go our way. Now, we'll get to the bad. We'll get to the tough news later because we got to get Brunson his flowers and these guys their flowers. We'll get to the tough stuff. But my thought was that at their best, even without Julius right now, they can run these guys out the gym because of how they play. They have the clutch factor. They have the boards. They have the toughness. The Pacers are a soft team. That is why I say we should have no problem with this team. Now, problems are coming. We'll talk about that another time. Problems are coming. You know what I'm saying? We're going to talk about that. But for right now, man, I just got to give these guys their credit. I love the way that they executed. They've seen the extra attention all the time in the fourth quarter, all season long. 2 on the ball. You get it to Hart. You get it to Hartenstein. Good things happen. Especially when the Pacers have no real front-end force. There's nobody to be afraid of on the interior. So you could drive in on them. You play 4-on-3, and there you go. You find an open 3 ball. You find, somebody wrapping around the baseline, finding a cutter down the middle. Heart slam. Precious slam. Like DiVincenzo 3. They were picking them apart in the fourth. And if it wasn't for the mental errors that continues to hurt this team, and maybe it was mental fatigue from all the minutes, it wouldn't have even been close in the fourth quarter.
Is this the softest Pacers 5? Is this the softest 5 in the league with regards to the Pacers? Because I find it interesting when you watch, there's no resistance whatsoever, right? Zero. And this is where I'm going to go with this. It's an interesting coaching decision on Rick Carlisle's part where the bench is just demolishing. I mean, TJ McConnell, Obi Toppin is getting after it. Ben Shepherd's getting after it. Jackson's getting after it. None of those guys were seen in the fourth quarter. None of them.
Yeah, that was an interesting decision by Carlisle, who ends up leaving the game early in a hissy fit. Like, bro, you almost cost your team. How you ain't leave McConnell in the game 2 games in a row? You take McConnell out, but that's the star treatment. You got to make your decision. Could they, do you take Nebhard? I don't know, man. That's for them to figure out. You know what I'm saying? That's their problems, bro.
In the last 2 quarters, CP and Alex, Jalen Brunson has scored 35 points in the fourth quarter.
Wow.
2 quarters, 35 points, 21 game 1, 14 in the fourth quarter tonight. So you talk about, and give credit to him early when he came back in that second half, he became more of a playmaker. He had 3 assists in that third quarter. He was not forcing it, right? As soon as the double team came, he made the pass. He made the pass early. And so when you talk about the superstar, conversation, another thing I learned tonight is Jalen Brunson inspires the team. he elevates his teammates. Just him being out there, just and you see that with true superstars around the league, where their stars and their players play better because they are on the court.
Yeah.
I mean, look what happened in Phoenix, and look what happened in these other teams that have quote unquote stars. And you look at them on paper, and you see the names, and you see the role players. You're like, oh, these are like solid role players. This is not a bad supporting cast, but somehow it just doesn't work. Somehow these players don't elevate their games around these stars.
Yep.
But Jalen Brunson, his presence has elevated just the effort and the execution of his teammates. Like they really believe that this 6'1" guard, as long as he's on the court, OG can get hurt, Mitch Robinson can get hurt, Randall can get hurt, anybody can get hurt. As long as he's there, I mean, Jacob Topping might, at this point, he might get on the court, but he's going to believe that the Knicks have a shot if he gets on the court.
Oof.
You know, like that's when you know that you have a true leader and a true superstar on your team.
CP The Fanchise, Alex Trataros, JD Sports Talk in the building. Stephon Marbury on the way. Somebody in the chat asked, where's Steph? He was at the Garden. We got to give him some time to get to the crib, log in. You know what I'm saying? Get the equipment up. But Stephon Marbury will be here, man. Make no mistake. Making his KFTV postgame live debut. Also, the Game 3 watch party tickets are available now, and Stephon Marbury will be in the building, man. So if you want to watch the game with me, JD, Steph, the whole of New York City, man, we are going to be there. We're changing the venue up this time because we need a bigger venue. Stephon Marbury is going to be in the building. It's Game 3. It's a Friday night. We will be at Slate NYC, man. So make sure you guys come through. We got a lot of giveaways. We coordinate the giveaways. We're going to finalize the giveaways tomorrow. Lots to go on, but KFTVWatch.com to get your tickets. Go ahead and get your tickets right now. Okay, so that was the good. Another good, the FU Reggie chance. We'll get to that at the foolery part. But the unfortunate part was lost OG, man. That one hit, man. That one, I'm still wounded off of that one, and that's why I had to, really rejoice off the Brunson stuff because the OG stuff really that hit me hard, man.
That's going to be tough.
Now to the funeral part.
Now to the funeral, because, and I'm telling you, man, like every game,
can the NBA gods stop for once?
Like every game. Even when he's like here, man, every game I see the guy hit the deck, I worry about injury. The only player I worry about that with. I don't worry about it with Hart, not with Brunson.
I'm numb to it with Mitch.
I'm numb to it with Mitch. You know what I'm saying? You used to it with Mitch, but every time OG, especially in that Philly series, because it was so grueling, every time he hit the deck, I said, that's it. And this time it was finally it, man. OG Anunoby. On the fast break, we'll pull the play up, but on the fast break, left the court and never came back to the other side of the court. And he's one of those plays where I'm sure when it went to the Pacers side of the court, you're waiting. Like, where is he? Never came back, bro. Was stuck in one position under the basket. I said, that's not good, man. The announcers are hoping it was a cramp, but it looks like it will be a hamstring strain. And that is just awful because he started off the gates very well. 28 points. He finished on the night. 4 boards, 3 assists, a block. 10 of 19 from the field, 4 of 7 from downtown. This was the OG from game 4 of the Philly series. Just straight up attack mode. He was killing Siakam tonight.
Bro, he was
killing Siakam, bro.
When Raptors fans were looking for the next Kawhi Leonard after he left, you never really saw it. But the way OG is developing this offensive game since he came to the Knicks, man, and especially late in the season, this is just very impressive because no one saw this out in Toronto. The way that he's creating separation with a shoulder, the way he's just able to attack off the dribble. You see how they're running the same pistol action they did for RJ for OG, man.
Yeah.
And he's just able to just body his way through defenders and finish through contact. It was a whole other level just watching OG tonight. And I mean, you talk about that second quarter where Brunson's out. This guy is just carrying the team, absolutely carrying the team, like not only offensively, but defensively too. I mean, outside of the injury being, like it's just awful because you see him go for the layup, you just see him stop, and he's just on the stanza, just like not moving. You see him holding his leg, limping back to the bench. It goes all the way back to the locker room. You're like, he's not coming back in. Hopefully, we don't know if it's a cramp, strain. I don't know what it is. Did they confirm it's a strain? Because all they said was like
they
leg
just
soreness.
said sore hamstring. That's what Chris Haynes said, and the Twitter doctors are saying acute hamstring strain. Didn't look good. Didn't look good at all. Definitely wasn't a cramp.
He's out for the series, man. I'm gonna guess he's probably out for the series.
Based on his track record, he's out.
That did not look like. I mean, he couldn't even move.
Couldn't
like
move, bro.
If you saw when he was grabbing it under the basket, he was grabbing his leg. He was grabbing it at an angle where he didn't even want to stand up straight for some time there. It's like he was sideways,
right?
And he didn't even want to move.
That looked weird.
That was strange. And when he finally is able to walk, you see he's literally dragging the foot. Like he's not walking and just kind of limping a little bit where you're like, okay, it's just because there's different levels. There's hamstring tightness, which is not necessarily a string or pull.
Right.
It's just it got very tight. It just tightened up on you. You just need to let it rest, a couple days and you're good. This seems to me like he strained it. And obviously, he's going to get tested, and that's going to be, you're going to look at what grade. Is a grade 1, is a grade 2, is a grade 3. Even if it's a grade 1, to me, you're already heading into game 3 of this series. I think, like I said, it obviously is just my guesstimate. I think you're likely looking at, him being out for the rest of the series and trying to come back next series. And at this point, whatever. Best case scenario is what you hope for, because, bro, I wouldn't want to get ahead even if I'm up 3-0. But it's natural. I'm a fan. And when you're up 2-0, when you see the best player in this series is Jalen Brunson, it's normal for me to think ahead and say, you know what? I need OG for Boston. We need him for Boston.
For sure.
We need him for Boston. And tonight, 28 points in 28 minutes.
Bro, he was killing them.
You had baby Kawhi OG tonight. 4 threes, locking up Pascal tonight. I know he didn't play defense on throughout the whole night, but Pascal ended with 14 points on about 18 shots. Quiet night for him. And you saw it all tonight from OG Anunoby. The drive, the mid-range, the aggressiveness, the violence, against the rim, because he goes up strong to the rim. And it's just and I just wonder, I ask you, if he does come back, do you have to just look at OG in a way that Tibbs just cannot play him like he's playing the other guys? Josh Hart tonight, 48 minutes. Again, Dante DiVincenzo tonight has 43 minutes. Hartenstein, 39 minutes. Listen, OG comes back, you have to, at this point, because this is the first time in his life that he's playing these type of minutes. First time in his life. And you have to wonder if that has because when that type of injury, remember when Dante DiVincenzo, he had that stretch where his minutes ballooned and then he hurt his hamstring?
The Rockets, yeah.
Hamstring injuries like that sometimes are because of just extra stress on the ligaments on your body. They're gonna have to kind of tone it down with him when he comes back, keep him in that high 30s. But you at this point you just hope for the best. It's the worst news of the night.
Worst news of the night, bro.
That's the one player you can't miss. I feel like you can miss anybody else. You can find a way. If you miss Dante, it hurts. Throw McBride in there, you can find a way. You miss Mitch, you see tonight Precious, you can find a way. You miss Randall, you brought OG here, you go small ball, you can find a way. You miss Deuce, bring somebody else, Burks next, you can find a way. OG is the one guy that I feel like, it's going to be tough to make up for him. Because we don't have no other wings.
No wings. And it's just, the minutes, these guys, they're taxed right now, man. I mean, Josh Hart, another game, he plays 48 plays 48. Brunson played the entire second half, did not sit down. 32 for him. 44 for DiVincenzo. 39 for iHeart. I mean, this is just the soldiers we go into war with. They're delivering, but damn, it's like, man, you got to tip your hat to them because they are working. And, you know, hard to know the direct correlation because OG does get those knick-knack injuries, man. But, man, that hurts. That hurts, man. Let's get to some calls. Stephon Marbury on the way. Salute to everybody in the chat once again. $10 super chat from Mark, Fanchise channel member. Says, please check out Rick Carlisle's postgame. Really officiating lost that game, please. We had our star players out and y'all couldn't win. Okay, so Carlisle's crying. We're going to get to the fans. We don't really want to hear from him. We don't really want to put him up there that early in the show, but we will get to it. So thanks for the super chat. Mark, Kino does it on the Discord. Go ahead and unmute your mic. Kino does it.
Yo, I'm gonna stay positive.
Okay.
Start off with the good. So like, share, subscribe. Y'all know the drill.
Yep.
My son has to go to Villanova first and foremost. It is non-negotiable. Villanova or he's off the wheel.
Yeah. Good one, man.
Yo, I literally watched this team come out firing in that first quarter, hitting on every cylinder, and it looking like it was going to be a blowout. And then Jalen Brunson, I'm air quoting, bruised foot, sore foot. He ain't hurt his foot. I don't know what it is, but you know this organization, they like to lie about their injuries or maybe not lie is the right word, omit information. And they did not stop fighting. Like you saw they was trying. They were trying. They was holding on. Yeah. OG was sent down from Canada to America to save the Knicks. I swear to God. This family show, almost cursed. Yo, this is ridiculous. Brunson comes back almost like Willis Reed-esque. This is crazy. You cannot make this stuff up. He comes back. 1 foot, 2 foot, red fish, blue fish. It don't matter. They can't stop this man. They cannot stop Jalen Brunson. It's ridiculous. Yo, this team, I love this team. I love this Knicks team. The basketball gods are cruel because if we had a healthy Randall, a healthy Mitch, you want to talk about out the window? Oh my goodness, I would lose my damn mind.
Yeah.
But anyway, Knicks in 6. We got to rest OG up for the Boston series. But appreciate everything. Appreciate the call.
Salute, man. Knicks Nation in the chat, man. Holla at our sponsors. One of our sponsors tonight at Cuts, man. CutsClothing.com. Go to CutsClothing.com. Use our code KFTV for a 20% off your first order, man. Check out Cuts, man. Stylish tees, polos, khaki shorts, you name it, man. As we enter into the spring and the summer, keep it locked with our guys at Cuts Clothing, man. Great gear for today's, man. My man said, my son is going to Nova. they built the boys
getting off the will.
Them Nova boys are built differently, man. You had 29 from Brunson, 19 from Hart, and 28. Ragu had a big game tonight too, man. Big game from Ragu tonight. 28 points, 10 of 20 from the field, 6 of 12 from downtown, 6 boards, 4 dimes, and a steal. 19 and 15 for Hart, 7 dimes, a steal, and a block. Yeah, the turnovers were a little rough in the first half. You know, there's a couple we don't need that moments from him, but he's been such a star for this team. I give those a pass, man. He's been that great for us, Al. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. I mean, look, the turnovers from Hart are going to be. JD said it best on the last postgame, man. It's like Randall-esque, right? He does so many good things, and you're like, what? Why are you deciding to do that at that moment? But for the position that he's put in, guys, a guy who was supposed to be a bench player, then moved up to be a starter. Julius goes down, OG goes down, and now he's shouldered the responsibility of being the best rebounder on this team. And a guy that just relentlessly attacks the paint, not only in transition, but when even in the half court, right? Where they kick it out to him on 3. Most of the time, you know, he's going to like pass up the 3 and just drive it. And this guy has taken on a whole new role and has elevated his game where at points like this, you just got to look over, especially in a win where it's like, it's going to happen. They're asking him to do a lot more, but 19 points, 15 boards, 7 assists, close to a triple-double, man.
Yeah.
My God. Like we almost had 2 guys get a triple-double tonight. both Harts.
Yep.
That's I don't know. Man. Josh Hart though, like it just impresses me how a 6'4" shooting guard goes out there and out rebounds everybody. I mean, you're talking about centers, power forwards. Like there is nobody on the Pacers that has double-digit rebounds. Siakam is the closest with 9, but yet again, Josh Hart comes out here with double-digit boards, 15, and then he gets you 2 offensive boards. I mean, it's just man's all over the place. Like when I think of Josh Hart, I think of Sonic the Hedgehog, just running all around the place. It's like just collecting coins. It's like, nope, bro. I'm taking that.
Unlimited energy, heart, tenacity, man, just everything, bro. Good, what a great group, man. So to everybody in the chat, once again, we got 4,600 people on the check-in, man. KFTV postgame live, presented by Underdog Fantasy. Stephon Marbury on the way. Call us up, 657-383-1509, or you can hit us up on the KFTV Discord, man. We are going to the calls. We're going to shout out the Superchats that have come in. Ton of Superchats. Shout out to, let's pick it up. The Rhyme Animal, Chuck D. Fells, $10 Superchat says, in my opinion, we on house money. What this season is showing is that when we do get our full squad healthy, not playing like this will be tremendously unacceptable next year. This game was top 25 all time, in my opinion. Shout out to the Rhyme Animal, Chuck D, man. Yeah, it makes you happy about what they're doing, but it makes you wonder, like, damn. At full strength, whoa, this thing could look very, very scary come next season. But you know what? Hey, this season's still in it. They are alive and doing well, 2-0, house money, just like you said. Let's hope for positive and good news on the dog, even though that was a tough injury to lose him to. So we'll wait and see. Al, if you could just refresh Twitter. Send me anything that might be notable to share in the Jumbotron. On the phones, 646. What's your name? Where you calling in from? 646. Going once. All right, we're going to drop you off. We're going to go to overseas, man. 971. What's your name? Where you calling in from? Turn down the audio. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, hello. 646. Going once. I don't. These guys can't hear me. Hello. All right, we got to drop him off. He's got us on the TV too. All right, let's try this again. 267. What's your name? Where you calling in from? All right, might be having some sort of issue here with the phones. Gonna hang up on the phones. And reconnect here. See if we get that back. So to everybody in the chat, once again, hit that thumbs up button for you boys. CPJD, Alex in the building, KFTV postgame live. We're trying to get the phones back up and running. Just hang tight, and we will get to it, man. Knicks beat the Pacers
to start your show.
130-121. Big win, man. Captain Clutch Jalen Brunson with a heroic Willis Reed-esque return in the second half to really power these Knicks to victory, man. So just an incredible job. Okay, let's see if we have him. 267, are you there?
I'm here.
Okay, what's your name? Where are you calling in from?
I'm calling from Pennsylvania, baby.
Okay, let's go with your takes. Let's go.
CP, I see you. I tried to call you guys last week, but got hung up. I saw you at the Sixers game, man, repping hard body.
In Philly, game 4.
Body.
Game 4.
In 4. You know, and I want everybody to really understand this, how hard it is to raise a Knicks fan and Sixer country, how hard it is to raise a Giants fan and Eagle country.
Yeah.
So on a personal level, I needed this.
Yes.
I needed this to give to my son to rep where we come from, right? Because we're taking over. When I tell you this team is amazing, right? This team is amazing. And you guys hit it on the head.
Yep.
Imagine if we were healthy. Imagine it.
Yep.
But imagine how much better we are, the foundation, right? The championship is the third floor. We're building the basement. We're building the first floor. We're building the foundation.
Let's go.
This team is about to get after it. It's not about this year. It's not about winning. It's not about beating the Pacers. It's about bringing the championship back to the Mecca.
Back to the Mecca,
Let's
baby.
go.
Let's go, man. Salute to you, man. Stay up. Salute to everybody in the chat
All right,
once
fam,
again.
I appreciate you.
Yep. Hit that thumbs up button for your boys, man. Stephon Marbury coming through in just a few minutes. We're going to recap this game, man. Back overseas we go. Let's get to that 971 number. Let me get him in here. Phone should be working now. 971, what's your name? Where you calling in from?
How's it going, CP? It's John from Dubai, man. We go back and forth on Twitter.
My guy, John Lobriel, what's good, man? I thought you was gonna be on the plane. You coming to the Game 3 watch party?
Nah, I'm getting on the plane. I'm getting in the plane in a few hours, man. In a few hours. I'll be there. I just bought the ticket. Going to Slate on Friday. I'll be there with my girl. So looking forward to seeing you. Shout out Alex. We've gone back and forth on IG, and shout out JD for the play-by-play.
Shout out my guy John in Dubai,
anyway,
man. Let's go.
Yeah, man. Anyway, these guys are gonna push me to buy extra sessions of therapy, man, honestly, because it's been an up and down. And I'm gonna name my first son Jalen. I just told my girl tonight. There's no debate about that.
There you go.
That's what's definitely gonna happen, man. But one take. Do you guys think that OG should just get sat down for the rest of the series, or at least as far down as possible? Because look, it looked really bad, that hamstring injury. I've gone through a hamstring injury before, and those things are not easy to come back from.
Yeah. I mean, I think first we got to find out, what the extent of the injury is. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm clearly, if they feel like there is a risk to re-injure, which with hamstrings you easily can. Tyrese Halliburton was just derailed by a hamstring injury the entire second half of the season. So you just don't know. There's different grades. There's different type, like JD was saying. So we just got to wait and see what the prognosis is first.
Absolutely. And I'm on a group chat with some of my best friends, One Final Thing, and they're all Lakers fans, so they always call me a delusional Knicks fan. I tell them, don't talk to me about Payne.
Okay.
Here's why.
Yeah.
I've seen Alfred Payton. I've seen Alonzo Trier, Pablo Prigioni, Shane Larkin, Bino Udre, Jose Calderon. So don't talk to me about Payne, talking about point guards, all right? We finally got Jalen Brunson. He's our guy. He's the reason why I tune in now every single day. I've been tuning in for over 25 years now. But he's the reason why. Yeah, call me a little delusional, but Knicks in 5. Let's go. Let's go. I'll see you on Friday, guys.
Let's go. Appreciate you, John. Safe travels. We'll see you at Slate on Friday, man. Pull up. Okay. Ian Begley says, according to Jalen Brunson, he says, I'm all good in terms of right foot soreness, and that's it. Didn't get any imaging on the foot when he was out the game. I don't remember. Do you guys remember when he hurt his foot last year? That was a mysterious injury. Last year in the Kings game. Was that the right or the left foot? Is it a re-aggravation? Who knows? I'm just kind of throwing that out there. But he says he's all good, man. Clearly.
I mean, he made it look easy in the second half as soon as he returned.
Clearly. I mean, Andrew Nephard, what was your perspective? I'd like to hear from Andrew Nephard tonight. I don't want to hear from Carlisle. I want to hear from Andrew Nephard while he was getting cooked on a skillet in the fourth quarter with a guy on 1 foot.
Can you imagine? And here I'm going to go with a deep conspiracy theory. Can you imagine if somebody higher up was like, look, guys, I get that we are short-staffed on this roster, but can we please get JB a break? Force Tibbs' hand to play deuce because Brunson will play another 40-some-odd minutes tonight. Tell him to go back and take a rest, do whatever. Just hold him back in the locker room for a minute, and then he can play the entire second half.
Boy, oh boy, man. What a guy, man.
And he's probably not all right, like he's saying.
Yeah, of course not.
The thing is, and this happens around the league more than people like to admit. You have your players that they understand the media narrative and media coverage of them. And so a lot of times I do believe players have a nagging injury or something, and for the camera, they over-exaggerate it a little bit because it adds more spice to the story. It adds more, oh my God, look at the way he's limping. And look at I do believe players do that. Not all, but I do think they do that. If they feel okay, they limp a little bit more than what they have to. It just adds to the legacy, right? And we've never had those players. We talk about Marbury. Marbury wasn't like that.
Never.
Marbury wasn't a flopper. Then we had Melo. Melo wasn't like that. Melo got a tough whistle. Now we have Brunson, and Brunson is a tough son of a gun.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure that he's probably, you know how that is, the adrenaline. He's probably pretty sore right now, but he's gonna tell everyone that he's good because that's that Villanova pedigree of we don't make excuses, we just play ball.
True indeed, man. Back to the phones. This is the People Show. Call us up, 130 to 121. Knicks win, take a 2-0 lead on the Pacers. Call us up, man. Let us know what you think. 917-330. What's your name? Where you calling in from?
Yo, man, this is Tucson from Brooklyn.
Tucson, yo, what's good, man? Long time, bro.
Shout out JD. Yeah, it's been a while, man. I've just been, I was working at the Garden all year last year, man.
Okay.
So I've just been in my little nest, man.
Yes, sir.
But I had to call in tonight. First of all, shout out Miles Turner for that little step back. I don't know what he thought he was doing with that, but we appreciate it. We'll take it nonetheless. I ain't gonna lie, coming into the series, I was a little worried. But it's like with every single game, I think it's like the battle between the depth, but there is different from Philly because Philly had, 2 stars who impacted the game in such a different way. And it's like Indiana is just, they're even. They're pretty balanced, but T.J. McConnell, I seen him going at it with somebody. I want to know who he was going at it with, man. He had a little exchange like before Rick Carlisle ended up getting ejected. But overall, man, I'm looking forward to Indiana, and I'm hoping that we have a lot more dominance than we did when we went to Philly that first game 3, when we get out there. So. Shout out to y'all. Thank you for taking the call, and I'll definitely stop being a stranger, man.
Appreciate it, man.
Let's go Knicks.
Good to hear from you. Man. That's Tucson from Brooklyn. Salute to Tucson. Here was the Brunson clip after the game. This is courtesy of SNY. Here's Brunson here.
How were you able to play through it? I'm all good, and that's it. Do you remember how it happened? No, that's one thing I don't know. I just felt a little discomfort, and then went from there.
All right, so Brunson says he's not clear on where the injury occurred or how it occurred, but there it is. Says he's all good. There was DiVincenzo on Brunson's return in the second half and his heroics. Here's the big ragu. Here we go.
What was it like from your perspective to watch him leave the game and then watch him check back in and have him back in? He's a warrior. That's all I got. There was no doubt in our minds that he'll be back all season long, no matter what is thrown at him. Injury bug or whatever, he always bounces back. And we knew the severity of the game and everything, so we knew everybody had confidence he was coming back.
All right, everybody was confident, man. Not me. I didn't know because I kid you not, because he missed the entire first half. So I'm like, man, I came back to play-by-play, made sure JD was good, make sure the setup was good.
You were like, hey, make sure JD didn't leave the stream.
Man,
that's what I wanted to do.
Boy, let me tell you. Go ahead, bro.
No, because I was going to say, like, you mentioned the detail for me of, when you said you didn't think, you weren't so confident that he would come back because of the time that elapsed. For me, it was that, and also when I saw on Twitter that Rick Brunson had left the bench. Now, this is, Rick Brunson, yes, that's his dad, but he also has a job to do. He's the assistant coach, first row.
Right.
He's not Othella Harrington in the back row. He's first row coaching. He still has a job to do. And in my estimation, for him to just say, forget this game right now and go back, and he also didn't come back out at all, I said, okay, if the dad is going back there, something is going on.
Yeah.
That's when I got scared.
Yeah, I was looking to see if Rick had left the bench. I didn't see, but when I came up to make sure that play-by-play was straight, I didn't have another monitor up here to see what was going on. So that was tough, man, but unbelievable because You guys know me. I'm more of a glass half empty type of guy. Now with this series, I've been a bit more confident. Just the way they got through Philly, I was more confident that they should be able to take this series if they were, fairly
unfamiliar
healthy.
territory. For
Unfamiliar,
CP.
man. But you know what? when me and the lady watch these games, we like the yin and the yang because she's like Captain Optimist. She's always like, yo, we straight. Don't worry. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's watching with a smile. I'm watching with a growl. I'm just waiting for the shoe to fall off every time. And every time on the money, they prove her right, man. They prove
Bro,
her
that
right.
has to be great, though. It's funny.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
Yeah.
Because I've seen some of her energy, too.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
she is, like, OD optimist.
Hype. And shout out to Nickinator. One time we was at the game and he caught us. He was sitting in the front and we was a couple rows back up and he caught us in a candid pose watching the game, and it was just like that. Like me with a scowl on my face, her with an optimistic look on her face. And that's just how we watch the game, man. That's just how we watch the game. But
now that would be good content, CP.
Yeah.
That would be good a watch along with you and the Knicks chick, just seeing how it all pans out.
Yeah. Absolutely. Hold up, man. Hang on, wait a second. Hang on. We got some company coming through here. Let me just make sure we get him in here. Salute to everybody in the chat once again. Hit that thumbs up button for you boys. CP The Fanchise, Alex Trataros, JD Sports Talk. And I believe our special guest is on the way. We got to wait for him to set up. Just give some time for the technology to set it up. Just give us some time a little bit here. But a special guest, he was at the Garden. He was in the middle of the melee. If you were watching on the telecast, he didn't sit down. Not 1 second. He was in the Players Lounge, and the Players Lounge, it's getting deep in there, man. Shout out to MSD. They're doing a great job of bringing the legends back. Once a Knick, always a Knick. The barbecue is popping down there on the baseline. I'm just going to wait for him to get in here, man. Salute, man. Who else we got? I'm going to salute some super chats while we wait. $10 super chat from Will N. Says, I swear the Knicks are like the basketball version of Final Destination. Julius already gone, then Mitch, Bogey, now OG, later possibly Brunson with that hamstring. Unbelievable. 5,000 people on the check-in. Let's go.
Shout out to Rick Carlisle.
Shout out to Rick Carlisle, man.
He's making the whole post game about, he's creating this whole, it's weak.
Oh,
he's talking
to you, CP.
Yeah, okay, he's talking about small market teams and like.
My God, my man's grasping for straws. Your team's soft, man. Period. I mean, what more do you want me to say? Like, they had every chance. You had these guys on the ropes. Put OB and McConnell back in, and maybe you see something differently. You know what I mean? All right.
Right.
Yeah, go ahead, Al. While I'm setting up the show right now. So go ahead.
I just get tired of the whole small market team like angle where you just had the Bucks win not too long ago. We've seen other teams make it to the final. I mean, what else do we need? We have OKC just doing the damn thing right now. Isn't that a small market team?
Right.
Like, when do we get to stop with the whole small market team not being properly represented? I mean, we had the Nuggets and Miami Heat in the finals last year. If we really wanted everything to, this is where sometimes the conspiracy theories go a little too far.
I don't know what he's so tight about. I mean, you had control of the game. You had control of the game. It had nothing to do with small market anything. Don't tell me about the calls this time because it had nothing to do with it.
Ironically, is when the team is down 2-0, just like, remember what Embiid was saying.
Yeah.
Right. And as I mentioned, sometimes when you're down 0-2, you are, you're frustrated. And it could be a buildup from what happened with game one with Rick Carlisle. But it does not make sense for you to make it about a big market team versus a small market team. Hey, coach, he talked about how he submitted this to the league. And he said, usually when you submit these things to the league, you expect to get a fair shot the next game. Well, Rick, I have a message for you. For the game 3, why don't you submit the fact that the last 2 games you've left TJ McConnell in the fourth quarter on the bench? Why don't you submit your fourth quarter decisions, your coaching decisions, your strategies, submit that to the league? And how about, you want to talk about small market team versus big market team? Coach, you're lucky that you're on a small market team because some of the decisions you made this series, if you were in New York, that would have been the talk of the night.
True indeed, man. Ladies and gentlemen in the chat, we have our guest. Our guest of the night is in the building. He was in Madison Square Garden, did not have a seat. Did you even sit down, sir? I don't think he sat down for the entire night.
I don't think I sat down.
He was rallying the troops.
Lost your
Stephon
voice and
Marbury
everything.
in the building. Starbury,
Yo.
talk to us, man. Let's go, man. Let's go.
That game was incredible. The energy inside the building, every time they shoot, it's like our energy is like forcing the ball to go in. And we keep doing it over and over. Big moments, big plays. And it's not just Jalen. Big fella stepped up. How you say his last name? The kid from Toronto?
OG Anunoby.
No, not OG.
Siakam?
The other kid.
Oh, you talking about Achua? Precious Achua.
Achua. He came in and played big for us. You know, and that's what the playoffs is about. Somebody go down, somebody step up. You know what I'm saying? Josh, he's just been unbelievable. I mean, he's just all of energy. And when we cheer for them the way how we cheer for them, that's going to carry over going into the Indiana. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what it's going to do. It's a big game tonight.
Man, what was the vibe like? You know, first quarter, Brunson gets hurt with the foot injury, goes back to the locker room. Were you concerned? Were you looking for him? Like, what was the vibe like when he went down, man?
My focus was it's an opportunity for somebody else to step up. That's the playoffs. That's when you get to shine. You've been sitting on the bench talking about what you're going to do. Now you get the opportunity to go on the court and do what you said you was going to do when you was on the bench. And everybody heard you say it. So now when you go on the court and you do what you say you're going to do, that helped the team. And that's what happened tonight. Big fella stepped up.
Stepped up. And from your vantage point, they were on defense on your side of the court in the second half. You know, what did you see out there? How were they communicating? What was the defense looking like in that second half, man? Because you didn't hear much from Halliburton or Siakam much in that second half, especially in the fourth quarter.
You know, it's crazy because I noticed they switched baskets so they could have the defense go. So he didn't want them to play offense on their bench. And I said, okay, that looked like strategy right there. Because when you got your bench, you got us down there screaming. That's different type of energy there. When you shooting them 3-point shots, it's like I said, it's all of the energy from the fans. We giving it to all of the players. So every time they hear that, they feel that boom. Defensively, when we down there, now you allow Tibbs to be in his space because now defensively he can talk to them. He can communicate with them while they're on defense because everybody knows Tibbs he's a defense-oriented coach. So our defense creates our offense. So no matter what, we're going to always be in the game because we got principle. We got defensive strategy.
There you go, man. Call us up, man. 657-383-1509. Call in to talk to Stephon Marbury, man. Let's go. Big win tonight, 130 to 121. We got over 5,000 people on the check-in. Knicks Nation, stand up. We are in here, man. Number one show for the fans, by the fans, is on and popping. We got Starbury in here. Let's go, man. Let's go. All right, let me load some people up in here. Ace on the Discord. Go ahead and unmute your mic, man.
CP, my man, what's going on?
We here, man. Let's go, man. You on with Starbury, man. Let's go.
Yes, sir. Shout out Stephon. Shout out the legend. Shout out the OG, Stephon Marbury, man.
Yes, sir.
Love.
I'm gonna go ahead and keep it rapid fire. The resiliency from these group. You got no OG, you got no Randall, no Mitch, no Bogey. Next man up mentality. Pretty much like going from pen to paper, embodying what their coach represents, the toughness, the grit, the never give up mentality.
Yes.
Brunson toughness going out the game, bouncing back, big body Brunson in the words of Kendrick Perkins coming in. The mentality was amazing. The energy was infectious. But I do got one thing to say though.
Yeah, let's go.
I feel almost disrespected when Indiana go in the building into MSG and think they could full court press us. We have to find a way. We have to find more ways to create more fluent and efficient more off ball movement and get these guys off of our backs. We got to run better routes. We got to run better
we
routes.
did
If you
that.
wanna
I thought they
talk
did.
football.
I thought they did though.
Jalen got up off the ball.
Right.
When he got up off the ball.
He did.
He
He
basically
did. But
went and he saved all of the energy. He didn't have to dribble the basketball up that much.
I thought they executed well in that fourth quarter though.
no. They did. But I'm talking about the whole duration of the game. It's just the inbounds feel so stagnant. Like it's almost every inbound you think about holding your breath. We got to find ways to punish them, and not only punish them, but return that against them and press the issue on them.
Yeah, definitely agree that. Go ahead, Steph. Go ahead.
They're using a tactic right now. They're trying to wear him down, but his will is so strong that in the fourth quarter, when they tired from picking up 94 feet, now they got to try to guard him at a key moment. So at the end of the day, they playing 94 feet, but if you're conditioned, which Tibbs teams are conditioned because of them practicing, that's why at the end of the game, he's still able to make moves. But I do agree with you. We got to be able to get the basketball in smoother. We can even do pressure release where we just dribble at the man and just dribble them out. We can do a better job at doing that. I agree.
Yep. But rapid fire. I mean,
Yes,
I appreciate y'all. Thank you for coming on, Stephon Marbury. All love, OG. Appreciate it.
Appreciate the call, A. Salute to everybody in the chat, man. We got a $100 super chat. Our guy, John Shin, Fanchise channel member, says, let's go, Knicks. He says, yo, is that Stephon Marbury? Yes, it is, sir. Number one show for the fans by the fans. Got the kid from Coney Island in here. Where do they do that at? Nowhere. When are you coming back for some sushi? He says he met you through some friends at Riverside Surgery. He said, met you through some friends at Riverside Surgery. When you coming back for some sushi? So John Shin, he's a manager at a nice sushi joint out here in New York City, man. Said you guys met many moons ago, man.
I'm a foodie, so if you all of the restaurants, I'm a foodie. I don't know if you see my Douyin or my videos. I love to go eat.
There you go.
That's what I do in China right there. That's all day. I don't eat everything, but I love to eat.
There you go, man. We got to go to the Glockster, man. We got to go to the Glockster. Cody Glock. That's one of Steph's favorite callers, man. Let's go. Cody Glock, go ahead and I'll meet your mic on the Discord.
I want to hear him go.
Let's go.
I need it for like 2 minutes.
Let's go. The Glockster, you on, bro. Let's go. Cody, let's go. All right, Cody, go ahead and restart your Discord. He's having an issue, so we're gonna get back to Cody. Go ahead and restart your Discord, and we'll get you back stronger. We straight, man. Just a little technical difficulties for Cody Glock. To the phones we go. 917. What's your name? Where you calling in from?
Hello.
Yes, loud and clear. What's your name? Where you calling in from, bro?
This is Ty from Brooklyn.
Ty, what's good, man?
I'm chilling, baby. Listen, I'm gonna take a different angle, but first I'm gonna say salute to the panel. I love you, all you guys.
Appreciate it.
I just want to say there's only one ball to go around, but I'm going to give the game ball to 3 people.
Okay.
OG was on pace for a 40-piece. Chua stepped in and did his thing, but I'm going to give another game ball to Tibbs because he got these guys ready. I just hope that he see what I see and see that we stole Indiana hard. And he should just basically play these guys in moderation for Game 3 to get us ready to take them out and Game 5 back at the Garden and do it the right way.
Yeah, but thing is, with Tibbs, there is no moderation with Tibbs. We're going pedal to the metal, baby. This is the playoffs. It's killer be killed. Steph, talk to him, man.
Playoffs. It's not 1 inch. It's none.
That's it. That is it, man. So yeah, ain't no coasting with Tibbs. But damn, the OG injury, Steph. I mean, talk about it. That was tough. I know it's next man up, but that's a tough injury, bro.
It's definitely tough because he was in his element. He was shooting threes without even thinking. He was out there getting to the basket. He was doing things that put him in a position kind of like that Chris Middleton. Remember Middleton just exploded? He started doing so many different things on the court, from shooting jump shots to get to the basket, dunking. So losing him tonight, that was tough. But at the end of the day, he's gonna get himself back to the best that he can get himself. but it gives somebody else another opportunity.
Yeah.
And you know, with Josh, now you can play somebody else. We could go smaller because Josh can rebound. So with him and Hartenstein, them two in the backcourt, in the front line, and then you got Donte. You even go McBride, and you can go with Jalen because McBride is tough. He can play defense, so he could guard big guards. You got what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you got that little nucleus. It's kind of like that Golden State feel. You know what I'm saying? With Draymond and having, Hart playing that same similar style role.
Okay. And on the point guard question, I got one for you. We're going to take a call, but I got one point guard question for you. But for JD and Alex, if you got to figure, obviously, I don't think he's going to play on Friday, but you got to figure they go 3-guard lineup, right? McBride, you're going to go Brunson, Ragu, and McBride, right?
Yeah, the way that this team plays, they play with essentially, 3 guards out there? Because you got Naismith, Nebhard, and Halliburton. Those are 3 guards. So I would go with Brunson, McBride, and go with Donte. Harkin, he did a solid job on Pascal Siakam once OG went out. And then obviously the center position's not changing. I go in that direction and just clamp up. Like this team
going to come down to.
This Pacers team is not physical like the Knicks. And if you just put somebody like McBride out there, and look, I know McConnell is giving him a little bit of trouble, but have him, go against Nebhard. I feel like that's an easier way to get his confidence going, and then we'll see some different mojo from McBride and get him back into his game.
Now,
sorry. Okay.
Go ahead, Marbury.
McBride, when he's on the court with a point guard, now he could get in his bag. But when he got to take the basketball and run the team and get the spots,
that's his weakness.
And set things up, now for him to shoot the basketball, he got to think.
Right.
And he's more like a tweener. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
In a point guard body, but a 2-guard. But when Jalen is on the court, when he drives, you got to stay honest. It's like with Eddie House. You had Eddie House and Rondo. You lose Eddie House. That's 3 points. It's the same thing, kind of like situation with McBride. So
good point.
Again, somebody got to step up.
Good point. Somebody in the chat says Steph lost his voice at the Garden. That's a real Knicks fan, right? This is KnicksFanTV, baby.
Period.
We give it to you straight, no chaser, man.
This the nation, baby.
That's it. So the point guard question, Steph, why are they having trouble with TJ McConnell, man? His last bucket before he came out the game, he was talking to you. I think he was talking to you after he scored that bucket. He shook somebody up and he was talking to you, bro.
Yo, let me tell you something. That kid got in between game. If he get a walk up, pull up, jump shot, 3-point shot, he'll be wicked with sided, like crazy. Like he could get to the basket. He got herky jerky moves. He played defense. He's tough. He's smart. I listened to him in the interview when they tried to get him to talk about the referees last game. He was like, nah.
He wasn't going for it.
He wasn't going for it. He didn't bite. So I love seeing the next generation of players playing like this. I went to college, so I love college basketball. I grew up watching college. So when I see how these guys are playing in the NBA college-style basketball, it's beautiful because it's like, watching the development from seeing guys playing at All-American camp, 5-star basketball camp, teaching camps where guys really learn the game.
Fundamentals.
The fundamentals, because globally, that's all that's being taught. Being athletic is not going to get us by anymore because other kids are turning into kids who are just as athletic.
There you go. Throw number 3 in the chat. Everybody in the chat, throw a number 3 in the chat, man. Marbury in here preaching. We got Stephon Marbury in here. Hit that like button, hit the share button, subscribe to the channel. Throw a number 3 in the chat to salute Starbury in here. All right, back to it.
Love.
Let's get our guy Cody Glock. Let's get the Glockster back in here because we got to get that Brooklyn energy in here, man. Cody Glock, if you could hear us on the Discord, go ahead and unmute your mic. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I'm here.
Loud and clear, bro. It's your show.
Yo, shout out Manscaped, man. Shout out Manscaped. I average 0 turnovers because of Manscaped. I take care of my ball profusely with the utmost friction in my mission.
Sure.
No testimonial.
Yep.
Yo, listen, man. It's tough out here in the streets, guys. Mitchie gone for the season, baby. It's grassful, man.
Yeah.
I don't want to think about it, but I don't know if we seen Mitchie's last game in the Knicks jersey. I'll be in shambles.
Yeah.
I'm scratch.
Yeah.
Next man up. I love the energy from Precious. That should hold up, but we can't lose OG, bro. It might look like we losing him for the series, bro, but we can't lose him for the playoffs. He's our most important defender out there. It seems like every time he gets in the groove, you just about to see that Kawhi Anunoby come out. He gets injured, and we got to pick up the pieces. Big pun out there pulling a Willis Reed on the anniversary of the Willis Reed game. This has been happening to us the whole year, and it's scratch. But we 2-0 from getting a 71-piece dropped on us in the first half alone. Tyrese got hot with that weird jumper of his. He shoots like my Puerto Rican friend from the hood. Shout out my son Arturo. I see you, baby. Shoot it high as hell, just so he could hear the coof from the net. You know, the Nova Free is a real thing, guys. But I Heart really stepped up tonight. Near triple-double, he was aggressive. He didn't leave no points at the line. The Knicks did they patent fourth quarter offensive rebound tirade, and that's how they've been winning their games. Best fourth quarter execution game I seen today from the Knicks in the playoffs. Low turnovers in the fourth quarter, efficient shot making. We got the Donte 3 again. Donte, we got a 3. We got a Josh Hart 3 again, and we should have had another big pun 40 piece, but he did play only one half basically.
Yeah.
Like I said, mid-season when we got OG, triple OG, OG, double OG, first time in my lifetime where I've watched the Knicks go down, and I'm not worried. All due respect, Steph, I love you, baby. I'm not worried in the slightest. It's when I used to watch Warriors go down 10 in the fourth quarter, it looked like a 4-point lead. That's how it looks with the Knicks. Josh Hart is playing like Charles Barkley, 43. Oh, I got the broccoli. Knicks 5 window. Knicks in 5, man. Window gymnastics. I'm doing Billy Kidman shooting star press out the window right now. Shout out Nikki Pipes, man. Shout out CP Free Throws, man. Shout out Ryan Amino, Chuck Neat. You feel me? Hashtag P in the chat profusely. Shout out my Army Fatigue Shoot Goons Mob Deep video. We looking like them gritty Mob Deep video guys right now.
Let's go. Like the war report.
You feel me? We 7-man rotation now, but we still MOBB. Shout out them black, blue. You feel me? Look, listen. Shout out them black, blue, shiny, top orange Starberries. I killed the block with them.
Let's go.
When they first dropped, like, I was 10. Stupid. Shout out New York Nico, man. When you see New York Nico in the street, fall back. Sprinkle me, man.
That's it, man. New York Nico's a big fan of you too, man. Shout out to you, man. Shout out
New York Nico, but sprinkle me, man. Y'all be cool how y'all be cool. Y'all ain't see me. I water.
Yo.
Cody Glock, man. That's the Glocks there in playoff form, man. Cody Glock. That's all I got. Call back anytime, man. So, salute. Salute Cody Glock, man.
Yo, the Arturo story was funny because I do be seeing people on the courts. They be shooting mad high just to hear the net.
Yo, crazy, man, crazy. Shout out
catching Australia.
Shout out John Smith, $50 super chat from our guy John Smith, Fanchise channel member as well. Says, yo, Stephon Marbury, I watched you on that sideline and thought you were a cheerleader. I loved it. Thank you and that great energy. We love you. Let's go Knicks. So shout out to John Smith.
No
man.
thanks. Sorry.
Yo,
it's all love, baby.
Marbury, I got a question for you. How's it been, coming back and getting involved now, coming to these games and just seeing like the love from like the Knicks fans, the community, social media, like really connecting with you now? How's that like made you feel? Since you had your career in China, you're back and now you're around the team, man. Like I can't imagine how that makes you feel.
Bro, it feels like the kid the big brother gave the little brother a lesson. The little brother went to China and Karate Kid the whole movie. came back to America and Karate Kid it like that. You know what I'm saying? So your big brother could beat you up. You could say your brother could say anything about you, but when somebody else says something about your brother,
it's fights.
You like it's on.
Yeah, it's on. It's on, bro.
I can talk about my brother, but you can't talk about my brother.
Yeah.
You got what I'm saying? So with New York, it's special because I grew up here. I drink the water here. Like people like, you drink tap water? I'm like, what? New York got the best water on the planet. They be like, you wildin'. You wildin'. Like I grew up on this. This is straight, no chase. No, this is purified.
Pure.
We believe that in our heart and in our minds. You can't tell us nothing about our water.
Yes, sir.
For me, being able to be home, to have went somewhere else and had an experience to bring how I was raised and how I was brought up to another place, and for them to accept that and love that, it shows that it's special. So for me to get the love and for me to be able to give the love, it's all reciprocal. So we reciprocating the love at the same time, and it's both coming at the same time. So that's why the energy is like how it is.
It's pure, man, and I'm showing a picture that you guys took. The Players Lounge has been looking popping, man. The Knicks are doing a great job. You have Novak, Houston, Sprewell, Marbury, Tim Thomas, the legend Clyde Frazier right in the middle. Bernard, Stat City came through. John Starks, Gerald Wilkins. What was that picture like for you, man? You and Clyde, shoulder to shoulder.
It's beautiful because it's like the big brothers saying, "We so happy that you're here."
That's dope. That's dope.
You know what I'm saying? It's like Bernard King, I'm sitting down, man, little brother, like, I'm just so happy that you're here. You're supposed to be here with us. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's special. He came, before he left, he said, I just want to tell you something. I said, what? He said, I agree with Isaiah said, you belong in the Hall of Fame. And I said, that means a lot coming from you. I said, it's God's will and it's his way. And I just want him to just keep using me. That's all. I just want him to keep using me, showing the next generation of kids that my story has glory, but at the same time, it's a story.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a story for you to watch because so many of us, we watched the story together, watching the kid from Coney Island.
Yeah.
But so many of you guys was watching inside of my movie. I was in my movie. So to hear people speak and talk about what they saw when I was in high school, and man, I watched you play at the Garden, or I seen you at Lafayette. I watched you at Sheepshead Bay. I seen you played against us against FDR. So the memories, when you go back into the memories of it, it's like that is what made you into who you are, who you become. You become formless, become shapeless like water.
That's that Bruce Lee ball. Let's go.
You put it into it.
Let's go.
You become a
Let's go.
cup. If you put it into a teapot, you become a teapot.
Yep.
Water can flow or water can crash.
Let's go.
Be water, my friend.
Throw some fives in the chat. Throw some fives in the chat, man. Let's go.
So that's what it is. You feel me? So if it's all love, you're gonna feel it. I don't need nobody to tell me about who I am. I know who I am. I know God got me. So for me to be able to have this experience here with you, your brothers who you've been building with, to be a part of Knicks Nation, I'm honored to be able to even do this show because this is where it's at. This is letting our fans know people be like, "Oh, you're cheering for the Knicks." I'm like, "That's my hometown team." Relax. I grew up doing this, so when I'm next to Bernard King, you don't know how special that is to me.
It's real.
It's black and white TVs. That's what I try to tell them. I was holding the antenna like this, holding the TV, sticking bent up the
hangers. Yep. Yep.
You feel me? Bent up the hanger, stuck the hanger in the portal from where your little brother knocked off the antenna piece. Had to rip that part up with pliers, open that up, stick that in there,
wrap
then
the tinfoil on there.
You feel me? Put some aluminum foil. You know what I'm saying? And then when you hold it, you finally be like, okay, my energy been holding it up the whole time, watching it, and then now I can pull my hand away and be like, I can finally watch the TV. you be up on the corner of the TV watching the TV like that. And your moms come in and be like, why are you watching the TV like that? They been making me hold and sit there. They making me hold the antenna.
Because if you move, it's gone.
While they standing there, this is like this watching the game. But, you know, that's what it is. But if you don't know these stories and if you don't know me, you ain't going to really know what's up. But
that's it.
A lot of people who do know us, they know the story. So being able to be next to Bernard King, like Gerald Wilkins, like 21 in the Garden, he used to get busy. He used to have the best. When he scored, he ran up the sideline the best. Check it out.
Yo, we in here with Stephon Marbury, man. Tell these OG stories. Suits everybody in the chat, man. Hit that thumbs up button for you boys, man. You're getting this nowhere else but the #1 show for the fans, by the fans. Like, share, subscribe, like we always tell you to do, man. And we'll take care of the rest. Corso on the Discord. Go ahead and unmute your mic. Corso on the Discord.
Oh, man. What a game. First of all, I was nervous following up Cody Glock after his monologue he gave. And then Steph starts to talk, and I'm like, all right, well, maybe let's see how this goes. But then he's dropping Bruce Lee bars, and I'm what do I even say to follow that? I mean, I think the only thing I want to say, I'll try to make this quick, is that every Knicks fan right now, I feel like really needs to take a step back and appreciate this moment. Like, we may have better teams than this team down in the future. I mean, as long as Brunson's on this team, and we have the Villanova 3 on this team, which kills me as a St. John's fan, by the way. But as long as we have those guys, there's going to be some level of magic to this team. But there's just something about this specific group of guys that I've never seen a team like completely embody the identity of a city the way that this team has. Just no quit. There's never been a game this year where I've thought we were out of it. I don't care if we're down 2. I don't care if we're down 30. This team just fights, man. They just fight like hell to get back into these games and to win these games. It doesn't matter the circumstance, the odds, who's in, who's out, what guy's playing, what guy's not playing. Like, we always talk about, I wish I knew I was in the good times when they were happening. Like, every Knicks fan right now needs to know, like, these are the good times. So really, really enjoy this run. Enjoy this win tonight. I hope that OG, maybe it's just maybe like a cramp. I don't know. That's me looking through rosy colored glasses. Maybe I think you try to split one of these next 2 games and then, maybe try to bring him back for game 5 and maybe you can get 20 good minutes out of him. But that's all I got. I mean, what crazy that Steph's on here. Like, I still can't believe that. Great game. Shout out to y'all. Great show. Peace out.
Salute.
Knicks in 5, hopefully.
Peace.
Knicks in 5. All right, man. We're gonna keep it rapid fire. Shine JC on the Discord. Go ahead and unmute your mic. Shine JC going once. Okay, don't look like we have him. Smooth Tito on the Discord. Go ahead and unmute your mic.
Salute to the Knicks fam. Steph, love you. How you doing? Straight from Sheepshead Bay right now.
How you doing, baby?
In Brooklyn, baby.
Let's go.
How you doing?
There we go. So, narrative coming into the series. Can the Knicks keep up the pace with the Pacers? Obviously they can. Can the Knicks, they got to keep them in the hundreds, low 110s. Well, what do they do today? 130 on them. Brunson doesn't play the second quarter. Prayers right now for OG. Hammies are never good, but I'm trying to be optimistic and very excited. So, real quick, Steph, you were talking about who or what type of person you are. About 25 years ago, I was playing ball in my school, and every year we would play a game on the court in American Airlines Arena when you were playing for the Nets. And I'll never forget it. My sister, her friend, they went into the tunnels while we were playing, had to go to the bathroom. They run out. They're like, yo, it's Steph. Steph's here. About 30 of us kids, I was about 12 years old, bombarded you. And you were nothing but love. Smiles, ear to ear, hugs, hands, signing. And I'll never forget it. And that's why we love you. You are part of the Knicks fam, and we love you.
Salute, man. Well said. Smooth Tito on the Discord, man. Well said, man. Let's go to J Cal. J Cal, unmute your mic.
What's good? Big love.
We in here, man.
Steph
How you
from
doing?
Bay Ridge, Brooklyn.
What's up, baby? Brooklyn, stand up.
Yes, sir.
And listen, Donte with the 6 threes. You know, if he scores 4, 5, 6 threes, it feels like every game goes our way. Next man up. OG incredible. I just want to ask Steph if he could break down Brunson's game, you know, point guard to point guard here. How good is he? How much more upside is he? What makes him so special from your unique point of view, Steph?
Okay, so his will to win is beyond incredible because of the understanding of the game. Because of his understanding of the game, because of his father vicariously lives through him, and he lived through his father, watching his father play in the NBA. He was on the court at a young age. So being that he was on the court at a young age, he was always touching the basketball. He was always feeling the crowd, the sound. When big shots were made, he felt that. It's like if you bring a kid from a place where they never experienced thunder, and then you bring them to New York during April showers, and the baby hear one of our loud thunder shocks, the baby will feel a shock that it never felt before. So Brunson, he has experiences from seeing in the garden big shots, the sound of making big shots. So when he's on the court and he's doing that, he doesn't hear anything. It's silent. And he just want to keep doing it over and over and over again. So his gift is his experience from being with a professional basketball player who worked hard, because Rick Brunson had to work hard to play in the NBA. So he knew the work ethic that he was going to need to push him to be this type of player. So the thing about Jalen is he'll continue to be consistent. That's what's great about him. It's not going to be where he's going to be flying doing windmill dunks. It's kind of like how Steph Curry became a very consistent three-point shooter. He'll be a consistent guy that plays this style for a long period of time. And because he's not a guy that high flies and jump, he saves himself way more than those guys that play in the air all the time.
Jake, y'all still there? Oh, I think we lost him. Did we lose him on Discord? Did he drop off?
No, man, we lost that. He was just dropping so much knowledge there.
Yeah.
You know, the other thing I just want to point out, I don't know, we've got a lot of young folks in the audience. What Starbury did, you know, for sneakers and for kids in Brooklyn, dropping those $15, $25 Starbury ones. that was a big deal at the time because kids were out there spending $200 or $300 on sneakers, and he just made it accessible for everybody. I thought that was like really like his heart was in the right place. I don't know if you remember that, or if that was before your time, CP.
Nah, definitely, definitely, man. Starbury's was ahead of its time, man. And the culture certainly appreciates it. We need more of that, And we talked about that on the interview, man. How much Steph has given to the game that needs to be talked about more.
Yeah, I mean, he was here at a very dysfunctional time for the Knicks, and that's a shame. But he's just such an amazing player. You got that sense that he could not be stopped. You remember those moves when he would drive to the basket and he tucked that ball in right by his ribs?
That was my favorite move.
That move to the basket, man. That quick step out of there.
Like he was like a tank.
That pull up like three.
Ooh.
Hey, well, it's
just so great when we had him for those years.
That was it, man.
I'm dead serious. When I played basketball, that was my favorite move.
That was it, man.
You played against high level.
When you do that, right, you go to the basket. People don't even think about it. The first thing you do when you go grab it, people go to swipe at it. So you get so many and ones because the referee got to call that. If you go swipe at the ball, if I go cuff it and you swipe, I'm already locked. I'm strong. I got everything solid. So now when you swipe and you hit me, oh, ref, you got to blow that. That's 2 points right there. That's the and one.
I know where you got that. Shot. You got that in Coney Island because you're gonna get you get that from the concrete. Tell them about it, Steph. What did you call that move? How did you develop it? Tell us.
You gotta. I'm literally. You go to the basket. You don't want to get stripped. That's the worst thing for me. To me, when you go to the basket and somebody swipe the ball and steal a ball from you when you're getting ready to go up to take a shot as a professional basketball player, to me, that's not, you got to make that adjustment where nobody should never be able to do that. So that is one way of protecting the ball.
There it is, man. All right, let's we're gonna get to the members lounge.
Steph, great job, and hey, CP, check your email.
Okay, all right, sounds good, man. Appreciate you, J. Cal.
We got another special guest coming.
What's that?
But it's
special guest coming. I mean, not Steph, legendary, but we got another active player coming.
Hang on. Should I read this on the air? Should I read it not on the air? What do you think?
Say we drop it. I say we drop it because you could get Steph's feedback on that player.
All right, let's see here. Which? Hang on. Let me refresh. Shakeout. Wait, which email did you send it to? I don't think you CC me on it.
I did. I sent it the email you sent me. Anyway, I'll just tell you right now.
Yeah.
If it's who I think it is.
Is it who we think it is?
It is who you think it is. The bad boy's coming.
Whoa!
Whoa! No
I was talking to Draymond. He said, I got to be on KnicksFanTV.
No
way! He put me in touch with CP.
Dropping bombs. J-Cal dropping bombs here. Draymond Green coming to KnicksFanTV.
Definitely got to check him.
Steph, we got to do this, man. We got to make this happen, bro. Draymond
what do you think of his game, Steph? What do you think of Draymond's game, his energy?
I mean, he's the dude you don't want to play. He's the dude that you don't want to play against, but the guy you want to play with. Period.
That's it.
Dropping.
You hate him unless he's on your team.
I mean, I don't want to play against him. He's strong. He's dirty. He play physical, and he let everybody know he play like that. So I like those the guys in the park. I pick him first. All the time. The guys, when you go to the gym, always pick the guy that's going to play defense and that don't want to come off the court. Those are the guys you always pick first.
What if he shakes loose this summer? You think what impact would he have on this squad? You think he would fit in, Steph?
Would it be the same as the impact that he has with the Warriors?
I don't know if him being with this group would be the perfect fit for him. So if he goes someplace, it got to be a perfect fit for him for it to be a perfect fit for that team. Because that team, they got to want that when he goes to that team. Everything that he brings to a team, they got to basically want to have that type of energy to help them try to win the championship.
Who are you picking up this summer? If we could get somebody, who would you pick up this summer, Steph? If you were GM.
Say it again.
You said, who would you pick up this summer if you were the GM?
Me personally, I think I would like for us to get somebody that could give Jalen a nice breather. Like somebody that could complement, that won't bring us down, but it'll bring us up or keep us the same. And somebody that could that could play 1-2 with McBride. Because if McBride, he's a microwave. He get that first three against the Sixers when he first checked into the game next to the bench. After that, it was over with. All his shots they look like heat check shots. And when he catch it, he pulling. So I know when you got a guy like that, he can get you in the game when you down because he can score fast. So it's when you give that up, you got to know what you're getting if you're giving that up. But to have a guard that can actually come in, give Jalen a nice breather, and Jalen can actually watch the game and see other things while he's sitting down, not just I'm getting a breath and then I'm running back on the court. So if you can have somebody that can basically play 1 and 2, like that's a tweener, but could really play the point because then it'll complement, I believe, from what I'm seeing, it'll complement McBride and Donte. Because Donte, he moves great without the basketball. He's my favorite. He's a gamer. He's a big gamer. He takes shots from anywhere, and he know they going there.
There we go, man. J. Cal, appreciate you, man. We're going to get some more callers in here, man.
Respect.
Appreciate you, man. Draymond Green coming to KFTV. Wow, that might be a blockbuster, man. That might be a blockbuster, man.
Oh, that's
you're gonna have to check him on the Knicks. The Knicks hate, man.
Oh,
And the movement of the
we got Starbury, man. We got Starbury, man. We 6 Starbury on him, man.
Right. We here.
Represent, man. You know what I'm saying? We in here, man. So to everybody in the chat, once again, hit that thumbs up button for you boys. CP, JD, Alex. Yeah, go ahead. Special guest, Stephon Marbury in the building, man. Hit the like button, hit the share button. Subscribe to the channel. We are in here. Remember to go to KFTVWatch.com. Get your tickets to this Friday's watch party, man. If you want to come watch the game with me and Steph and a whole bunch of others from KFTV, man, we're going to be in the building heavy. Make sure you guys pull up on us, man. Make sure that you guys are pulling up on us. That is going to be at Slate NYC. Make sure you guys come through. I'm going to pull up the address right now. 54 West 21st Street. Doors are going to open at 5. I'll be there at 5. And make sure that you guys sign up at KFTVWatch.com. Go ahead and get your tickets. It is going to be one that you don't want to miss, man. We got the bigger venue, nicer joint. Prizes and giveaways will be announced once you wrap that up. DJ Eric L. Beats in the building. We'll be on the 1s and 2s. Marvin Smith says, CP, when is Melo coming? Hey, maybe you see him at Slate. Who knows? We might have some surprises for you on Friday. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Friday, it's going down. Slate is where you're going to want to be. Everybody's doing watch parties now, but make no mistake, nobody does it like the number one show for the fans by the fans, man. So you're going to want to come through, man. Starbury will be there. Fanchise will be there. JD, you pulling up, man? What are you doing, man? You going to be here, man?
Yeah, I'll be there.
Oh, you ain't pull. You got it.
Al, if you want to jump on the Greyhound, man, come through. Jump on the Amtrak.
I'm the Amtrak
going down.
Jump on the Peter Pan.
Not only are we doing the watch party, but we going to live stream too.
Let's go. Let's go.
It's on.
It's on.
Play-by-play reactions and all that.
Everything.
Let everybody feel the energy and the passion. It ain't going nowhere.
Game 3, Friday is going down. Make sure that you guys pull up, man. I saw like Lloyd Banks was in the chat. Is Banks still in the chat? Is Blue Hef still in the chat? He is, man. Shout out to Lloyd Banks. I think did we miss his? No, his birthday was maybe last week or the week before that. I think we did hail him up for his birthday, so making sure we didn't skip any beats here. Rhyme Animal Chuck D's in the chat. Starbury never misses a show. Shout out Chuck D.
Chuck D.
Everybody throw a hashtag PE in the chat. Chuck D's in here.
Oh, for sure. Without him, there's no us.
That's it. Okay, all right, we're going to get back to the phone, take a couple more before we wrap. HP Cuzco, go ahead and unmute your mic. HP Cuzco, go ahead.
Yo.
Yep, how you feeling?
Yo, we got Starbury in this
We
joint.
got Starbury, man.
It's good.
We got
Bro,
Starbury.
Kendrick Perkins, Stephon Marbury.
But HP, what did I say before the playoffs started? What did I say?
What?
What did I say? Am I a man of my word or what, bro? I told you we was taking it up a notch.
Definitely, all the way.
Yeah.
All the way.
That's what we doing, man.
I love it. I love it. What a time to be a Knicks fan.
Yeah, we here.
Hey man, how about that boy White Donte?
Killing it. Great game.
I love it, bro. Quick trigger, man. I'm glad Steph see it because I'm thinking like people talk about D Book, but honestly, it's something. It's something about having someone with chemistry and someone that's gonna know what their job is. You know, like a specialist. I really like my boy. I really like that boy.
Yeah,
that man is nice. I would say like my favorite part of the game I think was like the third quarter when JB came back. And he was like off the ball. I think we should do more of that to like save his stamina for the fourth and just kill him again. I think we did a better job of controlling the pace in this game than in the first game, for sure.
Okay, appreciate the call, man. Steph, you said no to D Book, man. What do you think, man?
I'll give you an example.
Oh, I thought we lost him. We lost Starbury. Hang tight. Salute to everybody in the chat once again. A little technical difficulties. It's all right. We'll be back up and running. CP The Fanchise, Al Trataros, Shady Sports Talk in the building.
A cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Well, you might have been showing that D Book disappears. Maybe.
I mean,
just showing you.
I
Just
don't
giving the
want to give up
experiment
the house for something when we already got something that's good. So
yeah,
it's kind of like chemistry is one thing that you really can't replace, and that's what we got. You don't want to add some ingredients to the pot that's gonna make it. Nah, we got it. They got it. They got that championship DNA. So I'm ready to roll with it.
I'll tell you one thing. Just looking at how this thing is shaping up, like you see how Minnesota has taken off OKC.
Bro.
The parity of the league.
Homegrown. That's what the trend is.
I feel like it's
gotta keep getting better.
It's open, man. It's kind of it's
open,
man.
But this league, like you said, OKC. Look at the core they already have, and they still got a bazillion picks.
Yeah.
Look at Minnesota. Like you got a couple young teams. Orlando's on the trajectory. It's parity, but somebody from this team could develop into a potential dynasty. You never know, because it seems like that always happens in like every decade. You got the Warriors, you got the Lakers. Like every decade, there seems to be that one team that becomes a powerhouse. So the Knicks got a great core, but you got to continue to look to get better and be up to speed for the rest of the competition.
We got Steph back. You good?
Yeah, I'm here.
Good to go. All right. Your thoughts on he was asking about Booker and DiVincenzo.
I say it like this. I'll give you an example. Last game, the big three that Donte made, right? Jalen was dribbling in the middle of the court. He had his man locked, meaning his man could not steal a basketball from him. And he was dribbling, and he was dribbling. And Donte, when you see them, you can see the length between them, because the pass that Jalen made was he picked it up and then he threw him the basketball. He got underneath the basketball and he was able to give him a nice solid pass. But Donte, he was ready, but when he went down one more level, Jalen threw him the basketball. That connection has been built from college.
Exactly.
You can't retool that. You can't get another player and come in and then they have that type of chemistry. They're not gonna never have that chemistry. It'll take a period of time. When you win a championship, obviously you win in college. These guys have been stars in their time period of playing basketball. So they're gonna get better. In the NBA, they're playing college-style basketball in the NBA. Some people, they don't like it. But when you see the playoffs at the end of the game, you can't do nothing about it. You got what I'm saying? And it's fun because they're still in the game, even when you think they're out of the game for the opposing team. But you're never out because they got ball movement. It's not traditional post up, everybody space, somebody make a move. Wait, it's not that. It's cutting, it's backdoor, backdoor, dribble handoff, fake another backdoor. That's basketball. That's real basketball. And we got that type of chemistry with Josh, Jalen, and Donte. That's a three core. That's like Clay. That's like Steph and Draymond. You got what I'm saying? You got that type of nucleus. And the culture is shifting and changing in New York. It's not the same thinking. Once you start changing the thinking and how you think, as far as how you're trying to get towards the destination, you start blocking off what other people start talking about. And the whole city get behind what Tibbs made a decision to do. So you trust him, you believe him, you go down with him. That's why Boston has a rich tradition of sports, of winning, because they trust, they believe, they go down with the coach. They talk mess about the coach, but they trust the strategy because they've seen the strategy play out. You're watching guys play that guys don't even think these guys can do the job, but they getting on the court and they doing their thing. Because OG go down, you don't think nobody else is going to step up. Jalen gets hurt. Now Jalen is hurt. The move was like this after when they didn't see him back on the court. The Garden was like dead. It was dead. It was desolate. Like, it was like, what happened? He's been gone too long. You start paying attention, like, hold up. I seen him get hurt. Something went on. He's in a lock. Hold up. Why is he still on the court? Why we didn't call the timeout? But that's how it was supposed to play out. Somebody else got to step up.
There you go. There you go, man. Dan from New Jersey, go ahead. Unmute your mic. Rapid fire. Let's go.
Que wah.
Let's go.
CPJD Alex, thank you for bestowing Coney Island's finest to us today.
Yes, sir.
54 years after Willis Reed came out from the tunnel, we saw a similar sight today. Jalen Brunson limping back, chance of MVP as he's shooting some free throws as the second half is about to begin. I am not going to forget this game. OG really stepped up for us. OG was looking solid. I loved Isaiah Hartenstein, 12 rebounds. what I really like that the Knicks did today. I love watching Brunson play off ball. We know he has that experience playing with Luka, but I just felt like we got the ball up the court quicker by having Josh bring it up. I know his dribble's a little bit shaky sometimes, but he gets the job done. And, Brunson on the cuts, going through the screens, getting the ball off the off-ball action. I felt like our offense flowed so much better, and it was more unpredictable. It was a team game. It was a team win. I'm very happy for our guys. Shaq and Chuck, listen, man, it's a lot of goofies with a check out here. That's why I'm here. I only rep the real. We got Stephon Marbury in here.
Yes, sir.
We don't want no Stephen A's, man. We don't want no Reggie Millers. Keep those guys over there. I'm out of here, man.
Oh, man, Reggie was hating all night. I had to put him and Stan Van Gundy on mute, man. I was listening to Sports Talk on the play-by-play. Shout out to JD,
when he
man,
said he was the
killed
boogeyman, once he said I'm the boogeyman, once he did that, I was like, okay.
Yeah, get him out of here. Get him out of here, man. Get him out of here, man.
I was like, you're the what?
Yeah, the what?
I said, it's a hoax, man. Stop.
Yeah.
All of this, that's over with. You've been doing that. You've been
it's
riding
played
with
out.
it for how many years?
It's played out.
It's over with. Anyway, I want to say something to getting him off the basketball. Isaiah Thomas used to teach me and tell me about this. He says, Steph, when you get off the basketball and you get below the defense, he said, now nobody don't know where you are. But when you got the basketball coming up the court, it's 9 people looking at you. Literally, you got the guy that's guarding you and the other 4 guys, and then you got your guys. So when he get behind the defense, and Josh is bringing the basketball, when he go down and he get that pin down screen and he's coming off that loop, you got shooters. Now the court is space. So now you got the court space, and now he's not using no energy to bring the ball up, which is beautiful. But sometimes he got to bring the basketball up the court so we can keep tempo, pace, and flow.
There you go, man. Starbury in here. Throw number 3 in the chat to salute our guy, Stephon Marbury. Salute to everybody in the chat. Once again, hit that thumbs up on Free Boys as well. Shout out to AG, who sends a CZK 500. I think we got this before. I don't know what currency that is. Says, long-time listener, this episode is tops. Throws a fire emoji in there and says, let's go Knicks. So shout out to him. Victor Perez Martinez says, I had Reggie muted. Yeah, it was, I mean, they kept milking. I don't think they went to the 1970 championship on the anniversary one time on the TNT telecast. I don't think they did that one time. They didn't salute Clyde or Willis, nobody like that. All they was talking about was Reggie. Of course you're going to bring in Reggie on the telecast. He's going to be hating on the Knicks the entire night. My other gripe with the commentary is...
But it was so good because we beat them. So
well, yeah,
guess
we
what?
beat them. We beat them.
It don't even matter.
Right. But my other gripe...
It don't even matter.
My other gripe with playoff commentary, the fact that they got my guy Gus Johnson on the bench somewhere, I don't like that, man. I think my guy Gus, this is playoff time. Gus Johnson, MSG, he need to be on every telecast that the Knicks do. I don't care what it is. Gus Johnson needs to be involved, man. I don't like the fact that they don't got him there, man. But it just is what it is. All right, couple more before we wrap, man. Let's go to the
90
Philippines.
seconds.
HP Carlos, go ahead and unmute your mic. HP Carlo on the Discord. Go ahead and unmute your mic. HP Carlo. Carlo from the Philippines. Go ahead and unmute your mic.
Oh, salami po.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Kamusta kayo mga katropa? First of all, I'm honored that I'm here talking to the one and only Starbury.
Yes, sir.
One of my favorite Knicks of all time. I saw you here in BGC and we had a picture together and I told you I was a Knicks fan and you gave me a dab. I doubt if you remember that, but that moment was surreal for me. But fellas, let me paint a picture for you. I'm sitting at home watching the first quarter. I didn't go to work. I called in sick. And I saw JB got hurt. I called my wife immediately and told her what happened. And she told me to stop watching the game. And my ears got deaf when she said, JB's a flopper, blah, blah, blah. And I told her, woman, I love you, but I'm going to hang up the phone right now and I'm going to keep watching the game. And I was not wrong for hanging up.
Yeah,
a Willis Reed type performance by Captain Clutch.
Let's go.
This current team reminds me of the 1999 team We are depleted, but we still keep on fighting. That's our battle cry. You don't see this camaraderie anywhere else. Every game, you see Knicks great alumni from different Knicks era watching together. Starks and Stephon rubbing elbows. We even saw Gerald Gerald Wilkins in the cookout. You won't see Larry Bird watching Boston games. You won't see Charles Barkley watching Philly games. This is something special. And the only thing I hated about this game is Stan Van Gundy on the play-by-play. He's a Knicks hater.
They all hate
Reggie,
him.
of course, for that matter. He keeps on insinuating on putting TJ back in the game, but good thing that they didn't. And I also asked why Rick Carlisle didn't put him. But this is something special, man.
Yeah, man. Salute, man. Carlo checking in from the Philippines. Yeah, Steph. Carlo, he'll say, forget work. I'm watching the Knicks, man. That's Carlo. He's a real one. He's a real Knicks fan, man. So shout out to him. Let's go to South Carolina, and we're going to close it up with our guy, Ron Cleveland, in the building, man. South Cac, let's go.
Oh, Ron?
Man. Let's go. He's back.
CP.
Let's go.
JD.
Give me a call, Ron.
Starbury, man. What's going on, Starbury, man? Hey, quick little tidbit to you, man. My very first NBA game was in Atlanta. We played against the team that had Josh Smith, and I was in the stands on my anniversary weekend, me and my wife down in Atlanta, and they wanted to move us down to the floor seat. And I told the guy, I said, man, look here, man. I said, I'm going to tell you like this. I can't go down there and chill because I'm a Knicks fan, man. So you know what I mean? I appreciate the offer, but I'm going to stay up here. You know what I mean? And it was a game where you went for over 30, and we won that game in overtime, my very first game. Wow. So shout out to you, man.
Wow.
Hey.
Wow.
Hey, I'm going to tell you like this, and I tell anybody, the last great point guard we had has been you. And now we got one in Jalen Brunson. And I got a nickname for Jalen Brunson I ain't never heard nobody use. Every time I see this dude play, all I think about is the Wolverine, because he will cut you up. He will dice you up. Footwork alone, it doesn't make a difference. That's what I call Jalen Brunson. No matter how big you are, he will cut you up. Man, with this team here, man, it is a beautiful thing when I'm watching this team. Tom Thibodeau pushing all the right buttons. He's out coaching these coaches. You got Carlisle crying. I didn't know if they was going to give him a bib, give him a bottle. You know what I mean? Hey, that's what I'm seeing with him. He's crying about fouls. Man, this here's a man's game, man. You know what I mean? Let's play the game of basketball. And the thing I love about these Knicks, man, next man up mentality. And for as much as we know Brunson is the head of the snake, any given night, it could be somebody else's turn. So you can key on Brunson all you want, but somebody else going to kill you. And that's what I'm seeing. And I agree 100% with you, Starbury, when you talked about DiVincenzo and that connection. A lot of times you see them guys pass to each other before they even get to the spot.
100%.
They know each other. You can't buy that.
Yeah.
And so, man, I'm gonna tell you like this. I give Indiana, they might get one. I'm thinking this thing over in 5. Anunoby, rest up, man. Hey, this is your captain speaking. Put your chair in the upright position, fast seatbelts.
Talk to him.
Eastern Conference Finals.
Let's go.
And I'm out.
Let's go. Ron Cleveland, man. From South Carolina, long-time listener, long-time caller, one of our day ones, man. Oh, man, this was a show. This was a time. A lot of us will never forget, man. Knicks fans everywhere, worldwide. Steph, it's a worldwide phenomenon. We are global, man. KnicksFanTV, man. Let's go, man. Great show.
We about to take it to another level.
Yes, sir. Absolutely, man. I'm gonna go ahead and read the rest of the donations. Steph, you gonna cut or you gonna stick around? Okay. All right, we in here, man. So let me go ahead and read the rest of the super chats in here. Salute to everybody that donated, man. We definitely appreciate the support. All right, let me get to it. Sky Zoo, shout out to Sky Zoo. We gotta get Sky Zoo on the show next. Definitely. With the Go New York with the orange and blue remix. D. Olive, $5 super chats is Cardiac Knicks, baby. Love the stress, love the grit. Knicks in 5. Also, TJ is a free agent this year. Just need him to stop killing us. Yeah, he is a Knick killer, man. Since he was with the Sixers, or every team he's been on was killing the Knicks, man. John L. Torre, $5 super chat says another victory, another victory. BDK. Shout out Rhyme Animal, Chuck D once again. Dennis Correa says, yep, we heard that about Josh Hart, what he said to Reggie. We got that. Brian Orante, $5 super chat says, thanks for calling Reggie. Come back anytime. Shout out to Cornell Marshall. Gary Riker, $10 super chat says, yo, boys, these guys battle. Scary losing people and almost losing people. What a run in these playoffs. We need a blowout to get some other people in the game. Shout out that guy, Eric L. Beats. DJ extraordinaire. He's our resident DJ. He'll be at Slate on Friday. Steph, $5 super chat says, we was on full tilt tonight at the watch party. Pacers fans were real quiet at the watch party during that third quarter. We have Pacers fans at the watch party tonight. Says that third quarter run, another gritty win tonight. Let's go. Redman's MagFed Games, $5 super chat says, Burks came out the trunk for 44 seconds and they put him back in. Yeah, my guy made an appearance, man. He made an appearance. Shout out Big Surge, $5 super chat says, all hail Josh Hart for exercising the ghost of Reggie Miller with a hot mic. Family show you. Josh Hart, the legend. The ghost of Reggie is dead. Young Kobe, $10 super chat. It's over with. Shout out to Kobe. Says, this is the NBA's Jason Voorhees. They will not die. They just keep coming back. That's a fact, man. Perez Card, salute. Ryan Animal, Chuck D, $10 super chat says, this team goes after four-quarter rebounds like it's death if they don't get the ball. We are chopped up, but remember the Titans, this team right here. They are carnivorous dogs, rabid, hyenas, leopards, and tigers. Al, what was the... Go ahead, Sep.
No, I said get them.
Yeah. Al, what was the second chance points battle tonight? What was it looking like tonight? Because Indiana had their fair share of offensive rebounds as well.
Second chance points. You're talking about how many points they actually got tonight?
Yeah, how many offensive rebounds, how many second chance points we actually got tonight?
Offensive rebounds. The Knicks got 12, and the Pacers got 14 actually when it came to offensive rebounding. So the Pacers did win that matchup, but when it came to actual second chance points, Knicks won 16-10.
16-10. All right, there you go, man. Got to play that game, man. Got to scrap for it. Rare Edition, $10 super chat says, they not like us. They not like us. That team is rattled. Carlisle getting tossed is apparent that this team, it doesn't have the willpower to hang with us. Let's go Knicks. Get one in Indy. Dwayne Vogel, $5 super chat says, JB ain't Jesus, but he may be Moses because he's bringing us to the promised land. Let's go. Bomani UFG, where are we? Damn, we got a lot of super chats I got to read here. Hold on. Damn, I lost that and I scrolled all the way up. Bomani UFG, the $14 Canadian super chat says 94999 and 04 Knicks squads are my favorite Knicks teams of my lifetime. I believe Brunson will bring a chip to the Garden. Let's go Knicks. KFTV for life. Shout out Mark. I think I got that. Emerson 6868, $10 super chat. Appreciate it. Terry Cal, $5 super chat says, is TNT against the Knicks? Seems like they don't want us to win. That's why we need KnicksFanTV. For the fans, by the fans. Salute.
Do you see Shaq and Chuck both upset after the Knicks won, man, when they went back to the studio?
Nah,
I didn't see that.
No, those guys were salty. They were like, they had a scowl on their face. They were not happy at all.
Can we get that? Can we get that clip?
You see the clip? You see the clip on Twitter, Al?
I don't see the clip on Twitter. I'll look for it, but they were not happy. They were just kind of like,
yeah, because they can't hate. They can't hate, man. Vamos Rafa, $5 super chat says, need these games on MSG Network. All these guys on TNT hating. Even the commentators, SMH, need that Mike and Clyde. Sheldon Blackman, $5 super chat says, I heart OG and Ragu with the impressive dunk. Can say enough about these guys and Jalen Brunson Reed. Wow, just amazing. Knicks and Dimes gifted 5 franchise channel memberships. Salute. Shout out to Jay Reed, a franchise channel member, says, TNT, ESPN, ABC, bring the hate. Hate fuels this squad. KFTV for life. Let's go Knicks. Robert Randolph, Mr. Friday Night Knicks in here. $20 super chat says, Knicks going to the NBA Finals. Now that OG is out for 3 weeks, Alec Burks will be a big scorer.
Sergeant
Who are the
Sources.
Sergeant Sources. Sergeant Sources. Sergeant Sources, man. Shout out to Will N, man. $10 super chat. He says, I swear the Knicks are the basketball version of I got that. Final Destination. Got that one. Salute to him. Who else we got in here? Shout out to the Glocks. Their $5 super chat says, I had the black, blue, and orange Starberries with the shine orange at the front. Dealt with them swiftly. Guess jeans, sprinkle me. Sprinkle me, ma. He says, you know what's real when Banks is in here. Yeah, Lloyd Banks was in the chat. Shout out to Banks. JWE Event Group, $20 super chat says, Steph Starks was my all-time favorite player, but I modeled my game after you. I had the high fade with the part down the middle, just like you at Georgia Tech as a freshman and point guard. Let them keep doubting us. New York versus the world. I love it. Let's go.
You know it. You know it.
Let's go, man. Salute. I'm trying to find the rest of my joint. Where's I think I lost it for a second. Okay, here we go. Okay, John Smith, I got that. DJ Etsy, $20 super chat, 20 pounds. He's over there in the UK. Says, milk and 2 sugars, please. OG was really throwing a spanner in the works, but him going down is a massive loss. Every time I see TJ on the bench, I crack a smile because Brunson is going to cook them other guards. Shout out to Luca Boscardi, franchise channel member. Rondell Hartley, $10 super chat, says, salute to Marbury. We need those Starberry sneakers back, fam. Yo, Chase, he says they're coming. Let's go. Yo, Chase Boogie, $5 super chat says this is the end of the cardiac Knicks era. Double M, $5 super chat says how ironic the basketball gods got us battling with the same guys we've been fighting with with the most important times of our season. Tutu Azzurri, Italian, $5 super chat says, much love and respect to JD and panel. Greetings from our entire Italian national rugby team training in Edinburgh, Scotland. Let's go Knicks. We all around the world, man. The Italian national rugby team training in Edinburgh, Scotland is tapping into the Knicks and tapping into KnicksFanTV. So there you go, man. There you go. Shout out to Jack City. It's a Starberry in the building cooking a meal on KFTV. Let's go. Shout out to Lloyd Barkerrock Jr. $10 super chat says, yo, Steph, Grady High School over Lincoln all day, every day. Let's go. Shout out to Sean O. $5 super chat says, saw the quote Starberry when you were in China. I am Marbury, you are Marbury. We are all connected, and it feels so true. I can feel it in my veins. Salute, man. Salute, man. Salute to Jammin' Birth 3 for the super chat. Salute. Corso 117, $10 super chat. Speaking of Starberry additions to this team, it might finally be Rokas Yaku by this time. That kind of player on the second round money could be exactly what we need to round out this team. Could play the 1 and 2. Well, it depends on what type of role he wants. You know, they say he's going to test it out. He's going to come for Summer League. But we'll see, man. We'll see. Could he go back to Barcelona? We'll see what happens with Rokas. But that could be it. Could be a nice pickup that we already have. Javier Alcantara, $10 super chat says, I just want to say that the Knicks are facing their old demons. First Lowry, now McConnell. Next up is Kristaps Porzingis. Okay, let's go. Aaron Lazenby, $20 super chat says, this is chemistry. Anything is possible. The bonds are covalent. Knicks in 5. Mr. J. Russ, $20 super chat says, New York is too gritty for the Pacers. Carlisle crying postgame just like Nurse, and the result will be the same. KFTV #1 show with the best content for the real Knicks fans. Bringing Knicks legends on the channel. #salute. The Driven Soul, $10 super chat says, love the no is one on my B-day. He says, thank you, my Knicks forever with my pops at the game. Okay, so it looks like they won on his B-day, and his pops was with him at the game. So that's a beautiful thing. Family show. Tricks the Barber, $10 super chat says, salute to KFTV squad and the man, the legend, Starberry. Great game tonight, and as always, great show to follow. Shout out SeasSito says, I've been waiting for moments like this since the 2013 run. Great to see Stephon Marbury on the show and at MSG. Keep it up, fellas. Let's go Knicks. Dr. D. Roy Bramwell, $5 super chat says, Knicks against the world. Knicks in 5. Ed Patterson, salute. Mark, $5 super chat says, Shaq and Barkley making fun of that NYC street meat, but that and the NYC tap water equals why we fight so hard and win. Steph could attest to that. Shout out K Barco, $20 super chat says May 13, 2013, Game 6. Knicks went into the fourth quarter with 16 free throw attempts versus the Pacers having 21. At the end of the game, it was 18 of 46 for the Pacers, and Carlisle was crying about fouls. Cry more. Knicks in 5. Shout out Christian McGoffin, and shout out to Cornell Marshall. And I think I got everything, man. It's Cornell Marshall, $5 super chat says salute to Stephon Marbury. And that's that, man. That's that, man. So remember that the show's available in audio podcast format, guys. No reason to miss it. Catch us on all major podcast platforms. Great show tonight, man. 130 to 121. Shout out to Stephon Marbury for joining us. JD, go ahead.
No, I just wanted to say before we go, man, Marbury, nice to meet you. First time meeting you tonight. You know, McDonald's All-American, ACC Rookie of the Year, NBA All-Rookie First Team, 2-time All-Star, 2-time All-NBA. Listen, man, I'm you know, you was that dude, man. I'm a diehard Knicks fan, and you know, when they made the move that you were gonna be a Knick, man, I went on YouTube and I was watching Knicks videos. I was hyped. I was one of those young kids hyped watching you play, man. Every time you play the Nets, I wanted you to kill them. The All-Star game with Allen Iverson, that was a big moment for me as a fan. So to me, I don't know about anyone else, man, but to me, for real, this is like surreal to me that I'm literally like on a panel with you. So just thank you.
It's all love, my brother.
And you know, it's surreal to me. After the show, I'm gonna be texting my best friends, sending them the link. Like, yo, I was just on the show with Stephon Marbury.
Yes, sir.
Remember, my best friend is a Nets fan, and we used to argue. You know, he was a J Kidd fan, and I'm a Knicks fan. So, you know, this is a great moment, and thank you for showing love to the Knicks community, man. And let's keep doing it.
Absolutely, man. Shout out to Ari from Taiwan. Says KFTV heavy hitting. Salute to Rhyme Animal Chuck D, man, for making this connection and making this possible. You know, it's amongst, you know, people comment on the hate, man. The love always overpowers the hate on this channel, and there's people who genuinely want to see us win out here, and that's why we continue to move in the way that we do, man, with the support of the global fan base and from people that's, you know, just trying to make it happen for us, man. So shout out to the Rhyme Animal Chuck D once again. People, we want to see you guys on Friday, man. Come on out to Slate, 54 West 21st Street. Game 3 watch party, man. The Fanchise, Starbury, JD will be there. We'll get Alex to come down from Boston, man. It's going to be a party, man. It's going to be a vibe. We got giveaways to give out. It's definitely going to be a vibe. So make sure that you guys go get your tickets at KFTVWatch.com, and we'll have further announcements on the Friday watch party tomorrow. So basically, just be on the lookout for it, man. All right? We out of here, man. Steph, great show. Appreciate it. Al, JD, appreciate it. We out of here, man. Peace.